Today, the Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa faction, fronted by Zikanda, launched a large scale. It is even at the moment trending on social media. A large scale actually campaign, and at the center of this, they were busy parading I mean, not they were busy parading Gudawashe Tagwirei, a man who is believed to be actually anointed by Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa to take over from him. The retired General Chiwenga faction has been fighting so very hard to stop this man from even ascending to the ZANU PF Central Committee part to no avail at the moment. And what we know that Blessed Keza has actually issued numerous warnings. Before we saw Gudawashe Tagwirei being paraded, I mean, initially, remember, there were interfaces that he did, obviously, where he was allowed to tell us, obviously, his side of the story of how he accumulated wealth. It was cut short when Blessed Keza came through, and they had actually to stop for a moment the programs that he was supposed to crisscross the country and be introduced to all ZANU PF structures. But that program actually was cut short when Blessed Geza Revolution poured water into Gudawashe Tagwirei's campaign. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, Lihlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. I think it is becoming now a habit for the Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa to call what they call DCC meetings. And in that meetings, these are platforms that are actually converted to be sort of campaign ceremonies for Gudawashe Tagwirei, the man who is glorified in these functions of Mnangagwa faction. It is none other than Gudawashe Tagwirei. If you look at Marakashi today, something that was actually pushed was Gudawashe Tagwirei rather than the reports. The fact that this was a report back of what transpired during the conference. Gudawashe Tagwirei is trending. They are making him to actually trend. Is Mnangagwa launching the campaign for Gudawashe Tagwirei so that come 2027, I think, he would have to contest with retired General Chiwenga for the presidency of ZANU PF if ever it reaches that stage. Remember, I've said that that is what is in the mind of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. Gudawashe Tagwirei is an alternative weapon to be used to stop retired General Chiwenga. Or they are launching a fresh campaign. Maybe we may hear very soon the ZANU PF Harare province now calling for Gudawashe Tagwirei to be actually co-opted into the Politburo. He is part of the Central Committee, definitely in the mind of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. Very soon we may actually hear that he has appointed him to be part of the Politburo. Remember, there is a reshuffle that has been pending for quite some time, whereby Gudawashe Tagwirei, as well as other ZANU PF Mnangagwa faction Ziganandas, who have been hitting the ground running, saying they would rather lay their lives for Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. I'm referring to individuals such as Tugwarara. These are people that it is said they will replace quite a number of members of parliament that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa thinks they are not rather member of parliament, but ministers that Mnangagwa thinks they are working for the other faction of retired General Chiwenga. Now, the mind-boggling question is, at the end of the day, who will have the last laugh between Gudawashe Tagwirei as well as retired General Chiwenga? He was quoted sometimes saying, if you have got money, you have got power. That is what he said, and that he is banking on that. I'm sure his confidence to even seek to take on retired General Chiwenga is premised on the fact that with more money, you have got power. We have seen him in public spaces interacting with military personnel. But also, on the other hand, it is known in Zimbabwe that it is the military that decides, especially issues of succession. And you have to be on the right side of the military personnel in order to win the battle of succession, political succession, especially within ZANU-PF. So far, ever since ZANU-PF was born, there is no conference or political gathering as well as political shenanigans that have actually participated in terms of pushing ZANU-PF succession. It has always been the military that intervene and actually get rid of the men they don't support and replace him, as we saw in 2017. So it is becoming quite clear that Emmerson Mnangagwa is strongly considering actually putting forward Gudawashe Tagwirei to contest the return. Why doesn't he love the men who actually helped him to be at the helm in Zimbabwe? It is because he has done a lot of unforgivable things to retired General Chiwenga, and he fears that Chiwenga, when he loses power, he will arrest those around him, as he has already actually demanded that to be done under Emmerson Mnangagwa. And the worst fear is that he may also come after Emmerson. Mnangagwa may spend the remaining life of his in prison because there is a lot that he did. He is fingered on the deaths of military generals from 2017 up to today. He is fingered also on using the former wife of retired General Chiwenga to try and eliminate retired General Chiwenga. So though these gentlemen may actually be laughing at each other in public spaces, it is becoming quite clear that the rift between these two, is not redeemable. The only possible way forward is for the other not to stand on the way of the other, and one of the dominant within these two will actually be in control, will actually win this battle at the moment. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing thanks button and send us stars. Umhlabane is signing off.